and welcome back to We Are Here Live podcast presented by Codman Square Health Center. Again, I am your host, Amanda Shea, and I am with
Lady German.
I know that's right. So I heard we got some community letters.
Oh yes, girl, I'm the mailman today.
Yeah!
Okay. Let me tell you. First of all, you got a delivery. All right, so we got a letter from the
delivery.
okay. You know, remember
Okay.
Remember that movie? Don't Be a Menace. Message.
Message. Yo, I still do that all the time. I'd be like, message.
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 All right, so we did get a letter from the community. You remember, if you guys always want to send a letter, hashtag We Are Here Boston. So it says, I am having a problem. I came out to my family as a gay man when I was 15. As I've gotten older, I have learned more about myself and realized I am a trans woman. I want to come out to my family again, but I need advice. Any thoughts?
Ooh, I guess I would need a little bit more pretext to that question because I would want to ask, what was their initial reaction when you came out initially?
So I think this is so weird because this is how I've been feeling. So I actually can relate to this a little bit, well, a lot.
A lot of it?
A lot of it. I've had it. But my thing is, I can relate to it so much because I, got outed as gay and then accepted it. People told me, people always said, oh, he's gay, that kid's gonna grow up being gay. And it kind of didn't let me know who I was. So I'm like, I registered myself with gay. And then I was just like, as I was growing up, I remember my mom would dress me up as a girl and I would love it. My sister would dress me up. I would always use my mom's makeup and everything.
In feminine wear. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't want to just say girl because
In feminine
that's gender associated.
Yeah, so my thing was, as I was growing up, I was doing all these things behind closed doors, and when I ran away from home, I remember dressing up, not I was so excited to come out of work and or school and go home and paint myself with makeup and
Yes.
but not show anybody. And then, I started going to clubs and everything, and I registered as a drag queen. I started performing, I started doing everything, and then I started dating a gay man. And then I noticed that things were not working between me and him because I was cheating on him too. Even though he was cheating on me, I was cheating on him with straight men as a woman. So as I started to find myself more and more and more, it became to a point where I realized this is how I've always felt. Even when I talk to people, my mannerisms, I don't see it in my hand as I am a gay man. And I've never thought of myself like that. Because even at times I would never be I'm gay, I'm I'll be the kids. But the kids. But my thing is I did come out as a trans woman in New York City. And it was a fear. It was thank you. And it was a fear because people already associated me with gay. So it's oh my God, I have to come out again.
Did you feel as though you had to identify yourself all over again?
Yeah, so what happened was I would present female at my job everywhere, always, and I felt my true authentic self. But then when it came to Boston, I got fear because this community didn't know that. So I kind of got pushed in the closet again. And then recently, I actually understand where you're coming from because recently I went to the club like this and I was just no, I'm this is not me. I don't feel comfortable. And I had a total breakdown because I'm just I'm in a space where I know who I am, but society keeps telling me I'm this. But then because I do drag, people are seeing me as a man in a wig. So it's a teeter-totter game, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you know what? To be honest, here's the thing. You have to ask yourself, if your mom already accepted you for coming out as gay and you're over here telling us how do you tell her? if she, I'm assuming you still talk to her, which is a plus size, I would say your mother is gonna accept you for who you are. And even if she doesn't, remember, it takes time. Because I actually dealt with that with my mother before the pandemic. I actually did come out to my mother this year that went by as a trans woman, because she would see me dressed up every day. In her eyes, she thought that I was doing the Zoom chats and everything, but in my eyes, I was living my true self. And then it just came to a point that I was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't know why I came back here. So I kind of left again. And you know, that's the reality for us girls sometimes. But my thing is, whether or not she accepts it, there's a bunch of women out there in the community who will take you in and who will give you the love that you need, feed you, and support you like a community. Hit a girl up.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm so glad that you said hit a girl up, because that's so true. I feel like y'all may see us on this podcast, but please feel free to like reach out to us personally if you feel touched or you feel concerned. Obviously, we have the community letters that we talked about before, where you can send to We Are Here Live Boston, and you can always communicate with us. But if you feel drawn to Lady Germany's child, it's been a long day. Lady German's story, please like reach out directly and have that conversation, because you're absolutely right. If you can't find solitude and love and compassion and empathy within your own family, child,
you got a chosen one over here.
You can choose. Exactly. We have chosen families.
You can choose your family.
So with that being said, I think that wraps up our community letters. Please, once again, if you have any community letters to send us, we would love to read what you have to say, your stories. I know they're very personal, but please, we can have a conversation.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space. Again, you can send your community letters to We Are Here Live Boston
/commonsquarehealth.org//#.
And with that being said, we're going to take one more break for y'all, and we'll be back with We Are Here Live podcast.
Well, I think I'm going to go over there. Be right back.
And their car went into the lake, and the cops didn't save them. They just talked about the girls. Okay, so the government is recording. Now, let me stop. I'm just kidding. But this is being recorded, so I've only been doing, I can only do poems that are technically in the world already, but this is not in the world, but it's just close to my heart. It's about slavery, you know. I'm sorry, I'm so ignorant. But it is about slavery, okay? No. But everybody knows the story of Margaret Garner. History lesson. Refresh our memory. Yes, refresh our memory. Okay, Toni Morrison, if you read Beloved, you know, it was about a ghost, right? But the story is based on Margaret Garner, who was a slave who ran away, and she didn't want her kids to become slaves, so she started killing them once the slave catchers caught up with them. She started killing her kids. And so this poem is about that. But it's super heady. So again, get that drink. No, I'm just kidding. But it is written in 3 parts, 2 columns, and then a cross. So I'm gonna read it 3 different ways. The first column is called Margaret Garner Crosses the Ohio River. It's in the voice of the Ohio River. Folks stay gunning toward me like I'm the second coming. Like every Medea ain't a god with purpose. Cross me like a crucifix and I will lay Ohio bare. There is no word for a mother who has lost, just an unjust law rotting sweetly, blighting a fetus into the property of somebody willing to break a woman into a hollow harvest. Ascend up yonder, child. Wade through me like a hymn, a prayer, a river of Jordan, a Mason-Dixie gateway. I, the chariot, freezing up, hardening myself in your quest. right? So Margaret Garner gets caught in Ohio, right after crossing the Ohio and River, and then they sell her down the Mississippi River, right? Because it's supposed to be a tougher life down south. So this part is in the voice of the Mississippi River, and it's called Margaret Garner Crosses the Ohio River Only to Get Caught and Sold Down the Mississippi. Like I'm some type of pistol, folks stay running from me. Mercy me, I thin the bloodline. I devein the country with a kitchen shank. Mississippi, seldom downriver, there is no sympathy for a child gone to Queen Sugar, cotton stalk, crowning the bones, cane fields, cankering the mouth, split the family into quarters with a slip of sail, big muddy, old man river, steamboat. I may be a womb of water, but can as easily be a tree, popular or dogwood, the soil of the South, the blood on mine hands, a balm. And this is a cross. These are the two columns. Thank y'all for sticking with me.
Girl, that was lovely. Oh my gosh, thank you, Porsha, for that feature presentation. And with that, we are done here and it's a wrap. Thank you guys for joining us with We Are Here, featured and sponsored by Common Square Health Center. See you next time. I'm Lady German. With me,
Amanda Shea all day.
Amen.
Ashe.
Okay, hit it.